Good morning, everyone. Good morning, William, RJ, Spencer, Halen, Kara, Patrick, John, Caden, Paige, Sadie, Zachary, Ace, Kellen, Victoria, Reed, Jenna, Nevaeh, Olivia, Araylin, Dominic, Logan, Chloe, Cody, and Michael. I hope you're having a great start to your Friday. I know I am. I know that Friday we've been doing crafts, but I thought we would start something different this week. Just like we started science on Wednesday, I think it's important to do other things besides math and reading. So on Fridays, we're gonna start doing something called social studies. And social studies is learning about the people on our planet and the places that they live, work, and play. Because we learned that a community is where you live, work, or play. Well, we're going to start off learning about 4 things today. Okay? The first one is the word location. Okay? Location is just where you're at. And you can find your location on a globe. We have one of these in our classroom. Or a map. We also have one of these in our classroom. Now, if I was looking at the globe, I would say, well, here's Asia. That's a continent. There's big pieces of land called continents. And they're kind of like an island. Islands are all surrounded by water and they're small. But a continent is a big piece of land where certain groups of people live. And this is Asia. And we have Africa. We have North America. That's where we live. North America. And then we have South America. So we have our globe. And we can find out where we live. And we live right in here. Then we also have something called a map. We can have a world map, which it's a flat thing. It's on paper or something, but it's flat. A globe is a sphere, okay? Well, then we have a map, and we can have a map of the world, and we can have a map of the United States. And we actually have these hanging in our classroom. I could pull it down, okay? Now, we have the map, and we have this Miss Burke. She tried, but this is supposed to be the United States, and this is Florida and Texas, and then over here would be New Mexico and Arizona. Right here, this little dot, that's where we would be in Nevada. So yes, Nevada is a state that we all live in. We live in Fernley. Fernley's inside of Nevada, and Nevada's inside the United States, okay? So we now know location is where you're at, okay? The next thing we need to know is called directions. Directions can mean different things. We could talk about directions like how we're going to get somewhere. This thing right here that has N-E-S-W, that is called a compass rose. People thought, oh, the middle kind of looks like a flower, so it's called a compass rose. A compass rose helps us, when we're looking at a map, know whether that's north of us, east of us, north, east, south, west. You don't want to know how I remember this? I've turned it into a little chant. Never eat soggy worms. Never eat soggy worms. North, east, south, west. So we can look on a map, and say, oh, if we go this way, we're going north. Like we would like to go to the North Pole. We could go east, we could go south, and we could go west, okay? Now this is a different kind of map. It's a map of a community. A community is just where, like we already talked about, where we live, work, or play. So this could be a community where I live. Now, all these little boxes are houses, okay? So if I want to give directions on a map, I could say, oh, go to River Ranch Road, go up 2 blocks, actually 3 blocks, and you could get to Jenna's house. Okay? All right, so that's another way to give directions on a map. Now, you can also give directions, like if someone is saying, okay, go this far and then do this. Well, I wrote some directions down. Take 10 steps forward. I would go 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, then it says, turn right. So I have to remember, right is going that direction. So I turn right. Then I take 3 steps. 1, 2, 3. Then it says turn left. And I'm there. Well, you could do that to practice using those kind of directions as a game. Yeah? Then, so we were moving on from directions, okay? We're moving to what's called what our planet is made up of. And we've done a little bit of this in science where we know it's land and water, okay? Well, Miss Bird broke land into what it's made of. Basically, land is land, rocks, and dirt. It's made up of rocks and dirt, or sometimes it's called soil. Now we know that we can plant things on top of it, but if you're digging down underneath, you're always going to come to rocks or dirt. Nothing is going to go down. You can always get below something. You're always going to get below the grass or below the flowers or below the tree. You just have to keep digging, okay? Also on our planet, there's water. Water comes in different forms on our planet. We just could give them different names. We have an ocean. Oceans are made of salt water. Yeah, they're the biggest bodies of water on the planet. Then we have something called a lake. A lake is a big body of water. It's big. But it's made of fresh water. And it's not as big as an ocean. No. Then we have something called a river. A river is fresh water, and it takes water from one place to another. A lot of times a river will go to an ocean or it'll end up in a lake. And that's how they get new water in lakes and oceans. We also have something called a creek. A creek or a stream is like, it's fresh water, so it's not salty. And it's just like a river, but smaller. And they give it a different name. Okay, so once again, we've learned about location, directions, land, and water. Okay? All right, next week we'll do some more. And I want you to be thinking, have you ever seen any different bodies of water? Can you give directions to someone in your family to get them to a different place? Can you pick up dirt? Can you pick up land? All right, I will see you next Friday. Bye.